All right. Before we get started here, just want to make a disclaimer that everything was sanitized before we recorded. Tevin, he's wearing a mask since he doesn't live here. And Xavier behind the camera, he's also wearing a mask. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 3 of Gamma Nu Stew, the Theta Chi Podcast. Today we have Tevin. He's another one of our guests. And you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tevin, this year's VPHS, Vice President of Health and Safety, and I'm also an RA at Pinon.
All right. So what does the VPHS do for Theta Chi? Like, what's the position? What does it entail?
Basically, I'm there for our brothers to make sure we're safe, whether it comes to drinking, fires, COVID itself. Just making sure that if anybody feels depressed or anything, just know that they can reach out to me and I can fix it or whatever.
Okay. So, yeah, in the past, we've had different presentations, like Tevin said, about drug use, about alcohol consumption, what to look out for if someone's in need. For fires, I know this has been brought up in the past, but it's more for chapters who have their own houses, fire safety, that kind of stuff, because surprisingly that is a problem. And just was it once a year you put on a presentation?
So I have 7 different categories I need to hit each year. So that could be 7 of my own presentations. I can bring in someone like Wave to talk about things, or a fire marshal for the fire part. Just basically 7 presentations hitting our core safety topics, and I can do that with or without help.
So, are you involved in any outside activities? I know you said you're a RA, but like, where are you at? What do you do?
Yes, as an RA at Pinon, I'm there for all the first-year residents that live on my floor, and I put up bulletin boards informing them of registration, how to find a credible source, etc., depending on a programming calendar that housing gives us. I also make them door decks. Basically, I'm just there, so if something happens and they need someone to go to, they don't feel like they're alone. They come to me, and I'll resolve it for them. Yeah.
No, that sounds nice. So with COVID-19, how have things changed for you being in Theta Chi? I guess this past year, since things have gone down, and how has everything changed for you?
I've definitely seen my brothers a lot less, which kind of sucks. And you just don't get that same level of bonding with new recruits about actually being able to put a shoulder on their hand and give them that dead look in the eye and be like, hey, if you need anything, just know I'm there for you. And so it's just hard to build those relations and consolidate the current relations you have.
Yeah, I do agree. It's a lot harder because we can't see each other. Like, this is the first time in a while I've seen you, and it's just a lot harder, especially now with COVID. With there's a lot of cases of like depression and stuff like that. Do you plan on doing anything that'll, I guess, reach out to everybody and do like a depression awareness? Do you plan on doing anything like that?
Definitely. Like I said, I need to hit those core 7. So the next one that I'm planning on doing is contacting Wave and having them set up a Zoom meeting to inform everybody about everything, signs of depression, signs of being able to see depression in your brothers, so that way if they fall off the edge of the earth, or just even if they stop talking little by little, and just knowing when to reach out and how to not push too many boundaries when asking them, hey, is everything okay? Is there anything I need to do for you?
Yeah, and sadly, you joined not right when COVID hit, but you're only a semester in when it hit. So you didn't really get to participate in a lot of activities, I guess, because I know for Greek Olympics, I only participated once, and that was right when I joined, I think, and then the next year was canceled. So hopefully next year, we have the opportunity to do stuff like that because everything was really cut. And then we couldn't even go on a retreat anymore. Freshman year, we did that. And it's just crazy because we can't do anything. We can't really see each other. And we can't get together like we used to because before COVID, we used to get together all the time, hang out all the time. And now, we see each other.
And
Yeah, we'll just do random stuff, hang out, watch TV. And then now, the only time we see each other is on a Zoom meeting
yeah.
every Monday. So it's a big change. And hopefully, everything goes back to normal soon.
Yeah, that was definitely something I was looking forward to. Greek Olympics, you guys were like hyping it up the first semester, and I was like, all right, let's see what we can do. And then it gets canceled. Like, COVID came right before that. And then we were also setting up that week-long event of getting back in the community with that community service, and we had that raffle we were about to do. We had a whole week lined up, and then COVID just canceled it all.
Yeah, that's true. We had everything. But yeah, for Greco, I think we had like 8 guys with us. So we were really tiny. We couldn't really compete with a lot of people. So the next year, we had a lot more guys. So we're excited because, we can fully compete. We can do a lot of activities that we didn't participate in. And, well, it got cut.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So we're going to have to hype it up a lot when it actually comes around.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, as for the other activities, we did have a raffle, but it got cut short because of COVID. Because we're getting everything just rolling, everything was building up, and then spring break came and school got canceled, and then everything just fell off after that.
Because of how small we are, it took a while just getting to know each other, getting to plan something, and then the week we finally are like, we are ready, and then
yeah, it really put a damper on everything.
Yeah. Lost a couple, not like dead, but lost a couple brothers due to COVID, people falling out, having to do this, having to do that.
So, in the future, do you want to become do you want to stay on RA, throughout your time in college, or do you want to move up? What do you want to do?
I definitely want to stay in RA throughout my years. Who knows, maybe senior, be an SRA, and see where that takes me. But it's great being there for someone and at least having face-to-face with someone. I mean, sure, 6 apart. We have to wear a face shield when we talk to our residents. But even then, just getting to communicate with someone, it's just a treasure at this point. And being able to be there for someone and in future years, them looking back and being all like, college was memorable because my RA was there for me, and at times where I started to fall behind, they were there to help me get through it, and it's just a good feeling.
Well, yeah, I remember freshman year, Jesus and I lived in Piñon, and our RA was Yolaus. He was a member of Sigma Chi, and he was cool. He would come talk to us, when he'd do the room checks. He'd check the entire room, then he'd talk to us for a little bit, then go on to the next room. And then I forgot his name, but one day we locked ourselves out of the room, and we had to go to Garcia, get the key, and he was really cool. He talked to us the whole way, and then every time he had an event at Piñon, he'd come and tell us about it, and he was a real cool guy. So it's nice having that interaction with your RAs, and I can only imagine how it is now, because you can hardly even see them.
Yeah, that's another great thing about being an RA is now that COVID's here, we can't really do a all-out rush week or whatever. So being able to just talk to someone, it's a freshman year, being able to plug a fraternity and be like, hey, have you thought about joining? And just a great way to build that connection.
Well, as a RA, you had to do a certain amount of activities too, right?
Yeah. Recently, they've kind of died down on the programs because of the whole COVID thing. But the first semester and, of course, in future tense, we have to reach a certain amount of programs. It's like 3, and they all have to hit certain categories per month. And so it's just the social community building and being able to see each other, and now that's just canceled as well because of COVID.
So do you need anything virtual, or is this just everything is just gone?
We can do passive programs where they pass by and we safely hand them something, or we could do other programs, but it's at that point to where nobody's showing up because they're so scared of COVID because of all the destruction it's caused that that's not our main focus at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I remember in Piñon too, in that main room, a B patio. I forgot what it's called. Anyways, they had a lot of stuff over there. Like they had a talent show that we did, and then what else did they do? A painting thing. Sometimes up in the kitchen, they'd have the football games up with some food and all that kind of stuff. And it was nice because not a lot of people showed up. It was kind of the same people, but you got to hang out with your neighbors in Piñon, or if they came over from another residence hall. And it was just nice to hang out, talk to everyone again, because you kind of see them only at those events. And it kind of sucks now because freshmen, that was kind of the part of the whole freshman experience was getting on campus. You're walking down I Mall and you see some random thing going on, and you kind of go check it out. Like one time I saw these guys fencing, another one I saw these people dancing. It was just random stuff that you walk on, and then it's just it's sad because you can't really do anything. You're just sadly locked in your room, and that really takes away the freshman experience.
Oh yeah, especially SNMSU always giving things away, and they do that like spin the wheel thing, and it land on something, but can't even think about everybody touching the same wheel over and over and over again now.
Yeah, or I think it was homecoming where you get to smash the car over there by by Corbett. Not Corbett. It was I think it was Corbett.
Yeah, it was in that area, but yeah.
So what would you tell someone who's looking at joining Greek life, especially now during COVID? What they can look forward to and the positives about it to help them, I guess, get their minds off of things and grow a bond. What would you tell them?
First thing I tell them is do it. If you're looking into it, you've already pretty much made up your mind, you're interested, do it. You get to still solidify relations, to get you into jobs. Everybody knows somebody. Stuttering. Everybody knows somebody. You can have a brother that knows someone else who used to be in the fraternity, that knew an alumni that can hook you up with a job. And then it's just a great way to, even through COVID, through Zoom calls or group chats, just getting to know someone and talk to someone rather than staring at a TV screen the entire day, straining out your eyes. It's just a great way to still feel involved and get to talk to people and solidify relationships, all while getting the benefits of giving back to the community through community service and other things like that.
I do agree. Even though everything's virtual right now, we still try to keep contact with each other. Either we have a group chat or some brothers get together and play games. In the past, we've gotten on Discord and just different stuff like that. So we don't completely lose touch, and we stay positive. We help each other out, and it's just a great way of knowing you're not alone. You have other people there to hold you up. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Any closing remarks?
I'm just glad I joined Theta Chi. I've gotten so much out of it and hope to still get so much more.